Oh, Lana and the Virgin. Strawberry lemonade.
Is it good?
It is good. Lana and the Virgin.
Yes! We're
Whoa!
back!
I've been waiting so long. You made me wait. Oh my god. You made me skip last week, right?
Did we skip last week?
Oh, we skipped Monday. We skipped Monday.
We skipped one day.
Oh, I was mad.
We podcast 2 days a week because we're obsessed with each other. So we did skip one day last week. And today I really wanted to skip. I'm a fucking mess right now. I wish you guys could see me. I look horrible right now. I have done nothing all day. I could fall asleep right now. So I was going to get myself like a fat yerba mate. But then I remembered that I'm a baby and I can't drink caffeine after noon every day, or there's a 0% chance that I'll sleep. Even if I smoke like 12 blunts, won't sleep.
What?
So I got myself a Capri Sun.
But it's a classic, though.
It's a Pacific Cooler.
Oh, that's
flavor.
a good one. That's one of the
People
good
that
ones.
drink the fruit punch are serial killers.
What?
Do you like the fruit
People
punch
that drink
one?
the lemonade are serial killers.
Fruit punch flavored anything is so gross to me.
Really?
Okay, actually, let me I digress. I have an extreme fear of fruit punch mouth. Like
having red lips?
Like
is that
of
what you're...
me having fruit punch mouth. Like fruit punch mouth isn't red lips. It's having like an O-ring of red around your lips.
Oh, I walk around with that.
You know what little kids have?
Yeah.
I have such an insane fear of this. Like,
Why?
It's not even a joke. Like, I'm actually, like, there's almost nothing that I would, wait, I'm going to speak this wrong. I'm so fucking tired. It's the thing I'm most afraid of. Like, in life, dying alone and fruit punch mouth.
Why?
Like,
Literally why?
I don't
Irrational.
know. Like, it's so irrational, and it scares the shit out of me. It's like, if I was walking around with fruit punch mouth not knowing, I would rather be, like, naked with, like, blood coming out of me than fruit punch mouth.
I like probably 3 days out of the week I have like a mouth that's like a different color.
I've never seen you with fruit punch mouth.
Really? Okay.
I would throw up if I saw it. I've never seen it.
Would you still be my co-host if I had fruit punch mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would. There's worse things.
That's
Damn.
so nice.
I'm so tired today. We had our
You know we didn't have to film.
No, I'm ready. I just opened the Sour Power thing. By the way, I like never eat what I'm eating right now. I'm like a very healthy girl. This is very weird for me, and I just opened it, and all of the sour shit, I don't even know what it's called, sour
Deliciousness.
it just like all spilled down my shirt, and it's like I just now have like a sand bag in my shirt filled with the sour sand.
You're eating like I eat usually.
Yeah.
And also I'm switching it up. I don't have my Red Bull. This is our first time without a Red Bull
Well,
on the podcast. That's crazy.
let's see how it goes.
Honestly, this is a little dangerous.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good. I loved your show last night.
Yeah, we had a show. I had a show last night.
It was
which is
such a
probably
cool
why I'm
opening.
so tired.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, for sure. The performances were amazing,
Yeah.
and the video screening.
Yeah.
Shout out to all those who performed and showed work and hung work and everything. It was a very well put on show. I enjoyed it.
We have a good group this year.
You really do.
Like, my studio mates are so sick. I feel very honored to be in the same studio as them. I'm so honored to witness what they create. We had 1 week to prepare for our show. Like, they gave us 1 week.
What?
So we really pulled this shit out of our ass, and we delivered.
And it came together. It really did.
And we had, like, a crazy amount of food, and, like, we had a cool party after. Like, the vibes were flowing.
The food was good as fuck.
It was really great.
I had to go to class. I had an artist lecture that I had to watch instead of coming upstairs.
What
I was so
class?
sad. I was trying to. It's a
Yeah, it's like
ceramics
this.
class.
Someone is listening to this so uncomfortable.
Yeah, someone's pissed off. Skip like 5 seconds. You're good.
It was a good show.
It was.
I'm feeling like, I don't know. We have some things to debrief.
Okay. Off the pod.
Yeah, off the pod.
I'm excited.
Because me and Evan have a rule that we don't talk about anything outside of the pod. So, and it's been a week now, so we have some things.
No, we do talk about stuff outside the pod, but it's like very selective. It's like
As soon as we start talking, we're like, we need to stop.
yeah, true.
We need to stop. We need to wait until.
Oh
there's
wait, you're
microphones in
saying
front
you
of
had
us.
stuff for the pod? Okay,
Yeah.
Because we'll also
There-
be like, wait, save that for off the pod. Like if it's like a good story that like you guys just aren't ready for. Like
Yeah. But I think I'm ready to talk about this because it's not going the way I want. So I'm like, maybe if I talk about it, it will change.
okay, interesting.
Which is okay. It's not that big of a deal, but
What's going on?
I'm gonna tell y'all about a date I went on.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot! We haven't done the date! Oh my god.
We haven't done the date. So I went on a date. Before my mom came, she came on a, like, Friday, so I probably went last Wednesday or something on a date. I'm gonna tell all the details, and he's gonna hear this, and yeah.
Wait, this is like, you had 2 lined up, there was Daddy, and then it's this one, right?
Yeah, I had two dates last week. I had Daddy, which was just like a dinner date, and that went well.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Love.
He's a good kisser.
Ooh, good.
So I had to take a Capri Sun break. That's fucking good, honestly.
Capri Sun is good. Capri Sun's underrated.
I wish I could see the color.
No, I don't like the clear
I
bottom.
like when I can see what I'm drinking, even if it's like an ungodly. But I want to like what color is it?
Hell no! Oh no! That's so nice.
I want to like spit it somewhere so I can see what color it is.
Interesting.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so so I went on a date with the daddy. It was a good day. Whatever.
And then
next day or 2 days later, I went on another date because I'm a little whore. And except for I literally go on so many dates and I don't sleep with any of these people. It's just like I go on a date to see if I want to sleep with them, but it always seems like between the first date and the next time I see them, it's like such a fucking long time.
Real? Why is it so hard?
Yeah, because it's like I genuinely I'm half of the problem. I am so busy. Like I really am. You've seen my planner. Like I'm fucking busy.
She's booked until April. Guys.
I'm booked, and then I'm tired, and then I also need to take one day a week where I'm completely nonverbal.
100%.
And I need to take a day to like clean my house, get everything in order, and go outside. And I really haven't done like an outside day. And I'm a nature girly. Like I am a nature girly. It is what keeps me sane. And I haven't had like a good day in nature in weeks.
That is
weeks.
Yeah, that's a problem. I feel like all of us haven't had a good day in nature. Like,
well, LA, you never really have a good day in
bingo.
nature.
That's all I was just about. I was just about to complain about LA.
But I told myself over this summer, like, I am gonna prioritize my nature days. I even scheduled in like 3 days a week to have mini retreats of like 1 to 3 hours a day for 3 days of the week where I am outside, and I haven't stuck to it once. Like those 1 to 3 hours are filled with something else. Like it's fucking crazy. I'm so booked and busy and sexy. Anyway, so I went on the second date.
Money.
Come give us money so that we can take off school and be outside.
Yeah.
So I went on the second date. And we met at the beach, which
cute,
was really sweet.
Cute.
I love a beach date.
Yeah, we do.
It's like the absolute best date because even if it goes bad, like you still have the beach.
Facts.
Like
oh my God,
you're still
so
outside,
true.
And you're like, I got my 1 hour of outside time this week.
Facts. And also, I've never been to the beach and like been sad. Like it's not possible.
I've been really sad and depressed on the beach, 100%.
I'm sorry,
but I don't think that that's like a bad thing. I think that nature has a way of reflecting exactly what you are and how you feel. You know, when you look at nature, you just see yourself.
True.
You know, the best or worst parts of you.
Or at least you're supposed to. If you don't, you gotta be connected to,
yeah, exactly. You gotta unplug, son. If you're going to like any nature spot and you're on your phone for more than a minute, like you need to fucking
I
relax.
hate that. Real quick.
People at the beach that are staring at their phones, I'm like, bro, what's the point? Just go home and lay on the couch then.
That is so annoying.
The sun is probably on your screen. You don't even, like, what are you doing?
Honestly, have you seen those raves where they go into the middle of the forest, don't do drugs, and then just dance?
Are you sure there's no drugs?
No,
what do you mean?
It's no drugs. They play the worst
this?
music ever.
What are you talking about?
I'm not even joking. It's real. It's on the internet.
What are you talking about?
Like, get back to the date because we don't have time
for this.
Wait,
I'm so confused. Because are you talking about, like, Electric Forest, which is, like, a really awesome...
No, it's
not awesome?
It's not awesome at
all.
Oh,
okay, because there's, like, awesome festivals in the forest.
Okay, that's...
Electric Forest is, like, this really sick
rave.
Go. I really want to go. We should go.
Whoa,
it's this sick rave that's, like, somewhere random, like, Wyoming. Or, like, something really random. And it's, like, literally in the forest, and you sleep in hammocks.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like in the woods.
I need to.
And your feet are in the dirt and you're just like raving all day and all night. I want to do that
just
so bad.
Mushrooms and psychedelics. And... oh, yeah, I love it so much. No, but this is not what that is. This is like 10 guys walking through the woods with like a Bose speaker. Like
what?
Just like twerking.
Our algorithms are different.
Yeah, they are.
They are. I really also want to get into that. On the drive here, I was thinking about TikTok algorithms and I have some things to say. But I need to finish
Back
the
to
story.
date, back to date.
ADHD. This is the ADHD podcast. Okay, so I went on the second date. We went to the beach, and it was good. He was cute, you know. He's my type.
Love. Which is what?
I prefer not to say at the moment.
Because I had thought you told me that you didn't have a type.
The thing is, I'm attracted to many types of people, but there is definitely a common thread of the people that also like me back, like, and that I also end up like going. Seems like almost everyone I go on a date with looks the exact fucking same.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he fit the mold. He fit exactly into all the rest of the men that I be seeing.
Cutie though.
He's so fucking cute.
Love.
So fucking cute. And we went on a date. It was good. We're like drawing in the sand, you know, so cute. That's like my way of being like, I'm an artsy girl. Watch me draw in the sand.
Love.
Tee-hee-hee-hee.
What'd you draw for him?
You know, what I always draw, my Cyclops guys.
Fire.
You know?
Yep.
And he was like, yeah, so I followed you on Instagram and we actually have a lot of mutuals. And I was like, oh, no way. Like, what? He's like, yeah, like my roommate dates a girl that I think goes to your school.
No.
And I was like, no way. Who is it? Should I say the name?
Yeah.
And he goes, do you know someone named Danica?
Whoa! I knew it. How did I know it was gonna be Danica?
Because she's like the person on it. Danica was like my first friend at Otis. Like I have known her the longest out of anyone, and my first year at Otis, we were really, really close.
What?
We were besties.
That's so cool.
And so he basically listed like the person I'm closest to. Like, and I was like, I was automatically just like taken so back, and I was like, wait, what do you mean? Do you mean Spooky is your roommate? Which is Danica's boyfriend. And
his name is Spooky. I thought that was your nickname for Danica.
Yeah. No, that's Danica's boyfriend. He was like, yeah, that's my roommate. That's my best friend. And I was like, oh.
Wait, why is that a bad thing?
Here's the thing, guys. I go on so many dates, and I've never, ever gone on a date with someone in, like, the circle, in the community. And there's a lot of pressure there. Like, he's best friends with people that are in the same friend group as me. There's a lot of, I don't really like intergroup dynamics. I don't like intermingling. I don't want to fuck someone that's fucked someone.
I agree.
I don't want anything like that. I don't want any drama. I automatically like pulled back from the entire date after that. Like I couldn't act myself, because when you go out with a stranger, like I can be my wild, free, amazing self, and if I fuck up, it doesn't matter. I never have to see them again. But if I fuck up with this man that will be around, everyone's gonna hear about it. I'm gonna always be embarrassed. Like, I'm gonna always be cringed out. Like, I can't fuck up. I can't say anything embarrassing. Like, I purposely didn't kiss him on the date. I wanted to, but I didn't kiss him because I was like, it's gonna all be reported back, and like, what if it gets awkward, and like, what if the group doesn't work out, and like, what if this doesn't work out, and then I can't hang out with the group, and like, I was like, after this date, I'm gonna immediately call Danica and Spooky, and he was like, as will I.
Oh my god.
And I did after the date. It was a good date. We had a good time. He like told me, he really like talked a lot, which I liked, about his life, and I learned a lot about him, and I really like him. He's a Southern boy, which I also love. I love an accent.
We love it.
It's so.
I
love it so much. Every time it would like come out a little bit, like a twang, I'd be like,
say it again.
Yeah, I would love it. And right after the date, I called them, and they were like, no fucking way. That's crazy. Like, that's our best friend. Like, we hang out with him. They're like closer with him than they are with me.
No.
And like they hang out with him all the time. Blah blah blah. And they like made a comment that was like, yeah, well, actually, I'm not going to say. I shouldn't say. They made a comment that wasn't bad, but, here's the problem. Like, if I'm going to be getting to know this man, I need to be getting to know him from the things he says to me, not through the things that other people say about him.
Real.
Like, I feel very uncomfortable that I know things about him that he didn't tell me, that other people told me. And it wasn't anything like that juicy or like that crazy. And he even asked me, like, what did they say about me? And I asked the same thing. And I said, not much. Like, said you were really, really nice, which is true. And he said the same about me, but I'm sure they probably said something else about me too. And now it's like this weird energy of like, he knows things about me, I know things about him, but like we don't know what's
That is
It's
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it, and
Friendcast is always the worst.
it's the worst, and I've never actually dealt with that before. You know, on the flip
Really?
side of the coin, yeah, I never do that, ever. And on the flip side of the coin, it's like, when you ask a couple how they met, a lot of the time they're going to say through friends. So it's like not that crazy of a way to meet, which I guess that's not actually how we met. We met on an app, but like we're friends with the same people. So it's not, part of me is like, wow, are you just being avoidant? Like, are you just like not wanting to pursue someone that like there's more risk? I don't know if that's it. But then here's the thing. I wasn't even going to talk about it on the pod because if things are developing, like why would I talk about it? But he was going to come to the show last night. He texted me to tell me he was coming. He told Spooky he was coming. He doesn't show up.
Whoa.
Doesn't show up. I text him. I'm like, why didn't you come? Doesn't text back. I text him another, because I'm a fucking whore. I text him like a broken heart. Doesn't text back. He's posting on Instagram. I'm like, dude, already? Like, what the hell? You know, so weird.
Yeah.
You know, mind you, also, I invited like legit 12 different boys to come to the show last night. 0 of them showed up.
That's
All
so
these
fucked
hoes don't care
up.
about art. You know?
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I had such a fun night, and like I probably would have been really anxious if all 12 of my hosts showed up.
Oh, for sure.
Like I would have been like really freaking out.
But still, like.
But at least I
someone-
would have been nice for like one to show up.
Agreed.
And that was kind of sad. And now today I'm just like, okay, bro, you're being weird. Which is a great segue into TikTok talk. Because I was on TikTok today. What?
I was not done with the friend test.
Wait,
I was not done
I
with
want to
friend
get to.
test.
Well, can I just
Okay,
make one comment?
Do TikTok.
And then you can get back. Because my only comment is I was on TikTok today and there was this girl. It had like 3 million views. And it was like, what did she say? She was like, if there is a blonde boy with a mustache and a gold chain, just know that he is the most toxic trait of man in the whole world. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, the amount of blonde boys with mustaches and a gold chain that I have been involved with in my life, like that, and they are fucking and I'm staring. By the way, Evan is a blonde boy with a mustache.
No chain.
No chain
No
though. No chain though. But it's crazy, and like there were like hundreds of thousands of comments being like, yeah. Actually, she might have not said blonde. She might have just said mustached men with gold chains
Real.
are like literally the most toxic man in the world.
I could see
This
it.
man was a blonde boy with a mustache and a gold chain. And I also am sleeping with another blonde boy with a mustache and a gold chain.
Of course.
And I'm just like, that is so... What is that about?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Why?
I don't know. I'm rocking the mustache for the first time in my life. I can't believe we haven't
I
talked
love a
about this on the-
mustache.
I can't believe
think
we
it's
haven't
so
talked
cute.
about it on the pod.
What?
That I'm rocking a mustache for the first time in my life.
Why would we talk about that on the pod?
Because I came in to the pod one day with a mustache, with a moustache.
It's so funny because the first episode, you wanted me to give you homework and you thought I was going to ask you to shave.
Yeah.
And I never thought about anything like that in relation to you. And then the next day you came in and you had shaved, even though I told you not to. And you were like, I shaved my face. And it's like, okay.
I don't know. I wanted to try something new.
Yeah.
But also I feel like that's always, you're not like the first like guru I've had. You're not like the first like sex teacher I've had. You know what I mean?
Who are the others?
Oh my goodness.
What do you
Oh my
mean? What
goodness.
kind of thing is that to say?
When I was a freshman in college, like, because I've been a virgin my whole life, girl. Like, this isn't new.
Yep. That is how it works.
When I was a freshman in high school, the captain of my dive team used to drive me to practice, and he tried to like teach me stuff, and like I feel like I always am just like making friends that are more experienced.
Do you remember any advice he gave you? Sorry, guys.
He was just like, I don't even know how he was pulling. He was just like, always there were like 8 girls following him, and he just like always had a girlfriend too.
What was he like?
Just like he's just really good at conversation. That's what I think it was.
Was he cute?
Big shouts out. I want to say your name, but like I'm not gonna do it. Like I love you,
can't
bro.
believe I said Danica and Spooky's name. We should probably that.
Oh really?
I can ask them
Okay.
for the permission.
Okay. Yeah, we have time before that one over.
Yeah, we have a lot of time.
Yeah.
We have like 7 episodes to put out before this one.
No, this is number 7. Hey, welcome to Lucky Number 7. Yay.
Welcome to Lucky Number 7. Wait, so
Boom.
you had this guy in high school trying to teach you about sex, and it clearly did not help.
Well, I've had many friends in my life who have been more sexually experienced than me, who try
Right.
and help me with sex.
Has anyone given you good advice?
I think you give me good advice.
So I'm the first one to give you good advice?
I don't know if you're the first one, but you're the first one to give me, like, consistent advice that I'm like, wait, like, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that.
I feel like we haven't even gotten into sex advice at all.
No, not sex advice, but, like, just, like, person advice. Like, just how I hold myself. I feel like I'm holding myself differently ever since this podcast. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Like, I talked to... I want to say his name.
Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I was, like, talking to him, and I was, like, a little embarrassed at first because he knows the name of the podcast. But then he was, like, so chill about it, and I was like,
do you have a crush on him?
What?
Do you have a crush on him?
Do you know who I'm talking about? The one you told about the podcast? No, by the way, he has a girlfriend.
Oh, we're talking about different people.
But, like, totally I do, though.
Yeah, no, we all have a crush on him.
He's such a beautiful man.
Yeah, we all have a crush on him.
Yeah.
I professed my love for him, like, the first week at school.
I love that.
Like, 2 years ago, and he like, rejected me right away. I was like, Mrr.
Fool.
What a fool.
Yeah, L move, L mistake.
Yeah, for real.
No, I'm talking about the other guy, though, not him. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you off the pod. Anyway, what's new? Can we just catch up? Can we, like, oh my God, like, I missed you.
I know.
Like, oh my goodness.
too.
I love this podcast.
I know.
Guys, we're going to do an installation.
Yeah, we're going to do a whole installation, which is definitely going to be, like, down by the time this comes up.
Facts.
Or we'll repeat it. We'll have to, like, promote it some other way. We're going to do a photo shoot, the photo shoot that y'all will see way before this comes out.
Oh, exciting.
And it's going to promote the first episode of the podcast.
Yes, I'm excited to do
I need to re-listen to today. I listened to, like, half of it, and it sounded good.
Bet.
But I need to listen to the second half just to approve it before it gets shown to the people.
Facts.
We
have some information that we're keeping, you know.
Oh, very little.
Very little information.
Very little that we're keeping sacred.
Yeah.
But,
I don't have that much.
I mean, I have a lot of juicy shit, but I'm not gonna name drop or, like, call stories out until they fuck me over. Like this one last night.
That's real. That's real.
Like, and that wasn't even that big of a deal, but I'm just like, boy.
But Frances is the worst.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Frances sucks.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually, well, in high school.
In high school, that was me too.
There was a really fucked up situation.
Yeah. What was yours?
What was yours?
I wasn't involved in mine.
Oh, yeah, of course you weren't.
Well, no, I wasn't involved in mine, but it was just, like, all of my friends, like, I was in a co-ed friend group, and it was just, like, what is going on,
like, they were all fucking each other.
Yeah, it was, like, they would just take turns.
Except for you.
Yeah. Damn. Making it seem like...
What?
Just the
way
you said, except for you. No, yeah, that's true.
Is there something you're not saying?
I don't think so.
Okay. Were you just the observer of it all?
Oh, God, I don't like that word.
Like the mediator?
Well, I hated it. Like, I hated that it was going on.
Mm-hmm. It's awful.
Like, yeah,
I don't know how people can stand it.
And I got, like, put in the middle of it. Like, you know, like you,
like
you
the
start
drama,
hearing things. Yeah.
And then they put, you're in the middle. You're like the middle
he's
child.
mad at him because it happened too quickly, and now she's mad at her, and it's like, okay, hold on. I don't care.
Like, yeah, I don't care.
Let me go to class.
Like, actually, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine was kind of twisted. This is some real juicy shit.
Oh, shit.
In high school, I slept with my best friend's boyfriend.
Whoa!
Yeah. Mic drop. Nah, it was a fucked up situation. Like basically, when I was in high school, I had 3 girl best friends. We were all doing hella drugs.
Yeah.
Like, and way too much Xanax specifically, which, like, really does make you black out. So, like, we weren't really that... I don't really blame any of us for what we did because there was just way too many fucking drugs involved. And Xanax, for those listening who don't know, not only makes you black out often, but it makes you extremely horny. So it's like you're horny, you have no fear, and you're not really remembering what you do. So it's like the grand trifecta of, like, a teenage girl sleeping with another person's boyfriend, you know? But basically, like, I was like kind of dating someone at the time too, but, like, I was super trying to be cool girl and, like, not admit that I had deep feelings for this guy. So in order to, like, try to prove that to everyone around me that I wasn't in love, even though I definitely was, I was, like, being a little slut and, like, pretending I didn't care and, like, making him chase me because I, like, didn't want to admit that I was vulnerable and had feelings, you know? And one of my best friends, who was not a nice girl. She was always mean. She was actually like, she bullied me for like 10 years. Like she was like my main abusive relationship in life for sure. And she was dating this guy that was like in our cohort of friends. And meanwhile, she was like sleeping with so many fucking people. Like, I wasn't, at that point, I had not, like, cheated on this guy I was seeing yet. And we weren't even officially dating, but we were, like, definitely in love, you know? And, like, it was, like, an unspoken, you know, like, we probably shouldn't be sleeping with other people. And I broke that for sure. But anyway, this girl, my friend, was, like, really fucking everyone. Like, I went to, like, prom with my guy friend who I'd always had a crush on, didn't sleep with during that time, I don't think. And she, like, I missed one day of school, like, I was sick, and she fucked him in the school bathroom, like, crazy shit, like, and she was, like, fucking everyone, and, like, just, like, was just this big fat slut, and, like, not to slut shame, like, I say slut in a loving way, like, I love that she got her fucking slut on, like, I really love that for her. I'm only saying it in a negative way, because I was turned into the villain in this situation, and I'm just trying to say that we were all sleeping around, we were all doing shit, but basically, like, she was sleeping with everyone, and I can't pretend I wasn't hurt by her sleeping with, like, my prom date who I had been in love with since, like, 3rd grade. Like, I was so in love with him, but I didn't sleep with him because I was with this other guy, whatever. Actually, thinking back, I probably did sleep with him. Probably. Because I definitely slept with him on prom. And I don't know, I don't remember the timeline. It's all blurry to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically I, like, did a lot of Xanax one day and slept with the boyfriend of my best friend. Even though she was fucking around. She was fucking around, but the biggest mistake, which is, like, I only have 3 regrets in life. One I've already said was the boy outside of Whole Foods.
Yes.
And this is the second. And the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life was I lied about it. Basically the only lie I've ever really told in my whole life. Because I knew that it would hurt her that I did it. I really wanted to sleep with him. I knew she wasn't loyal. He didn't really know that. And I was like, I have every right to sleep with this guy, even though I shouldn't. I mean, I don't regret sleeping with him, but I purposely was like, I'm going to tell her that I didn't. Like, I'm going to pretend that I didn't because it's going to hurt her more to know. And I should have just fucking been like, yeah, I'm sorry, I did it. But instead, I was a horrible liar. She asked me so many times if I slept with him. I said no. She totally knew I was lying. Everyone found out. Everyone thought I was a fucking whore and, like, such a liar and didn't believe any of the things. And also, as a young girl, if you lie once about sleeping with someone, that gives men, or boys, permission to all lie about sleeping with you. So, like, after that happened and everyone found out I lied, like, 5 or 10 different guys at my school said that they slept with me and they didn't. And, like, now no one believed me because I had lied that one time.
That's
so it, like, created this persona that I was this big fat fucking liar. And it totally ruined my friendship with this girl. She still to this day, like, 10 years later, still says that, like, the reason she can't find love is because I fucked her boyfriend 10 fucking years ago.
Nice.
Like, she still hasn't forgiven me. She still fucking hates me. It ruined, like, my whole entire reputation in the town. It was so horrible.
Sorry.
But no, don't apologize because I did do something wrong. I did. I shouldn't have lied. I don't regret sleeping with him, but I do regret lying about it. I only lied about it because I didn't want to hurt her, but I shouldn't have done it. I should have been honest. And after she did that, she slept with my boyfriend that I was, like, in love with. Which, obviously, I wasn't that in love if I fucking cheated on him. But she slept with him. But she told me right away. She was like, yeah, and by the way, I fucked your man. I didn't even want to, but I did it because I wanted to hurt you. I remember she, like, said that exactly that way.
Jesus Christ.
It was crazy. It was some, like, really toxic shit in my high school. And, so that's my only example of really intermingling friendship, sexting, like, things. And it was such a fucking mess. And since then, I have not lied about anything like that, and I don't fuck people in the friend group.
Smart. Very smart. Can I ask you a question?
Please do.
You're allowed to say no comment, but what's your third regret?
My third regret, it's totally, like, nothing related to this, but I can tell it. When I was 16, I had, like, a sweet 16. Mm-hmm. And I did, like, the candle thing, you know, when you, like, dedicate a candle to everyone.
Yeah.
And I was such a fucking bitch. Like, I made this huge long speech. Oh my God, it breaks my heart. I'm such a bitch. I was so hurt. Like all young girls who are bitches to their moms, they're just hurt and they wanted connection with their moms. It's a thing called angering, where young girls will be really fucking mean to their moms because they just want closeness, and they're so angry at their mom for like not being close with them and not giving them the love that they want. So they pretend to be really mad and like push them away. It's like a dynamic with a lot of girls and moms.
Yeah,
and that's what I did. Like my whole life, I was such a bitch to my mom, which is like so repulsive and disgusting. But on my 16th birthday, like on these candles, I gave this huge, long fucking speech to my nanny, who like was a huge, she raised me for many years. Like she was a huge figure in my life. And then when it came to me giving a candle to my mom, I said, thank you to my mom who paid for this party. And that's all I said. And I want to die thinking about that and how I said it in front of a huge audience and just like totally embarrassed my mom and was such a fucking cunt and was like, thank you to my babysitter for raising me and being the mom I never had, and like, oh, my heart is breaking thinking about it. And you know, I think it was like 2 years ago, I was talking to my mom, me and my mom have a really amazing relationship now, and we've talked about so much and healed so much and talked through all of this, which is so blessed, and a lot of people do not get that opportunity. And she asked me about regret, and I was like, well, there's only 3 things I regret, and I told her the first 2, and she was like, is the third the birthday cake? Like the candle ceremony? Like she knew, and I thought that was like really, really potent, you know?
That's so like, I love that you like, you know that it was like a fucked up thing you did. Teenage girls can be cruel, like,
Teenage girls,
I can't hold it against you.
Teenage girls, they're the amount of like writing and literature is writing, but the amount of like literature and research done on fucking teenage girls, they are so like, we sexualize the shit out of teenage girls. We like fucking put them through so fucking much and expect them to be everything, and then we just like make their lives so hard to live and like abuse them and oppress them and like so many other things that I wish I could pull out of my ass right now to be like research. Right. But no, the lives of teenage girls is like such a weird fucking thing.
It is.
Yeah. They really go through it.
Teenagers in general, too.
Teenagers in general, but I think teenage girls have it worse.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, just so much abuse and, like, just so much, like, wanting to be everything and figure it out and all the pressure to figure it out and behave well and, you know, really all teenagers are right. All kids, all teenagers, all adults, all we want is love. And parents did not learn how to do that. And my parents, as I'm sure your parents, tried their fucking hardest and did so much for me, but it still wasn't everything I needed. And they still came up short. And as a kid, you don't know how to ask for that. And you, like, especially, I can't speak for teenage boys, but teenage girls, like, there's such an emphasis on being independent and strong. And, like, you can't ask for love. Well, fucking teenage boys probably even more so. Yeah, actually, I'm definitely saying, yeah. Teenage boys are like, you've really got to be strong and independent and never ask for love. So it's both. You just can't, you can't get the love that you deserve.
Yeah, and you don't know what you're asking for.
You don't know what you're asking for.
You're just screaming and throwing shit.
And most people have not seen a good example of like someone being cared for and loved, and it's just, oh my God. And teenage girls are so fucking mean. Like, all my friends were such bitches.
Oh, me too.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe the shit we would do to each other and how fucking awful we were to each other. And, like, we grew up in cyberbullying age, too. Well, it's probably worse now, actually, with, like, TikTok and shit. But
that's, like, I stayed off social media for so long because I was afraid to be cyberbullied.
Did you not have, like, Ask.fm or, like, any of those, like, really weird ones?
No. I stayed off all of it. Like,
That's
I had...
so good.
Like, Instagram.
Really? Do you have Tumblr?
No.
What?
No.
Oh my God, my Tumblr was filled with hate.
Really?
From such a young age. And we had the Ask FMs of like, who do you have a crush on? P.S. You're ugly. Like, that was like so real. Oh. And thinking about it in retrospect, it was probably all my best friends.
Whoa.
Yeah. I have no idea. I have no proof of that. But like, that shit was live at my school. We didn't, thank fucking God we didn't have TikTok and shit. That would have been... I literally can't imagine. Like, if we grew up in the era of TikTok and Juuls. Like,
Oh,
the vapes.
okay.
Like, can you fucking imagine?
I'd
be dead.
I was more Juul.
You had Juuls in your high school?
Well, by high school they were on to like Hides, but like
I don't
middle
even know what a
school,
Hyde is. Oh my god, the age gap is showing right
Really?
now.
You don't know what a Hyde is?
I don't know what a Hyde is, and we did not have vapes at my school. That was not...
What?
Vapes were, like, not exist. Like, they had the big, huge vapes that would create ginormous clouds.
What?
And, like, there'd be, like, 3 people at my entire school that would have it, and you were like, ew, gross, smoke a cigarette, you know? Like, but we didn't have, like, Juuls or vapes yet. Those came out when I was in college.
Oh, my God. When I was in middle school, people would
Oh
hit
my
their vapes
God.
and blow into the lunchbox.
No, we didn't have
You
that.
old head. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Yeah, no, I would have fully been addicted to those if we had them at my time.
Oh, yeah.
Because I never smoked vapes. I came really late to the game. I actually, the first time I ever went on TikTok was this year.
What?
Which is crazy. The whole quarantine and COVID, I was like, I'm too cool for this. Like, I'm not going to be on TikTok. Like, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I was posting like 700 times a day on Instagram. So, like, I really am not that cool. But I thought it was, like, so cool for me to be not on these trends. And I never had a vape. I've never owned a vape.
Fire.
And I never had TikTok until now when I make 6 TikToks a day, which is so awful.
I recently deleted TikTok.
That's great. I have to make TikToks. Like, it's my job. But,
That's
like,
fire.
it's not really fire. It's so fucking stupid. But there are some really funny, like, I do the videos that no one watches that I actually enjoy making are, like, the ones where you, like, rate things.
Oh,
It's like,
cute.
there's this filter that's like, what is your favorite thing? And it will just give you, like, completely fucking random shit. Like, lambs. Ending world hunger, like this, and you have to like rate it like worst to best, and I think that shit is so funny, dude.
That's fire.
Oh my god.
We should do one for the Instagram account.
A TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
That would be so funny.
We should, and it would be like we can do in those couples quizzes, but not for couples. You know, that's like who's the funnier one?
Oh, okay.
Who's the silly one?
You. Yeah.
No. Also, the other thing I wanted to say about TikTok is why the fuck, like, okay, kids should not be on here. Kids,
Agreed.
you should not be allowed to get a TikTok until you're at least 18.
You shouldn't be allowed to get a screen until you're 18.
I agree.
These goddamn kids on the goddamn iPads.
I agree. They should have a Razr flip phone to make sure they don't get stolen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some like tracking device. But like other than that, like because I be scrolling on my TikTok and I do not listen to any crime podcasts. I don't watch any horror movies. I don't do anything. And I get on my For You page like really gruesome crime things. Like about like horrible assault and like random like prisoners and like abuse and murders, and like it just comes up on my For You page and I'm like, I have nothing in my algorithm that would make you think that I'm interested in this. And my whole day is like shaken up and I get really scared from those things. Like I saw a really, really, really scary like crime case one yesterday, and I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's really haunting me. And like I'm just like, that should not, if I was like a 14-year-old, I would be having insane nightmares right now. Like this is not okay.
Honestly.
Like, and then there's like all these fucking like sex sounding, like gross, like girls talking about blowjobs like in really gross ways that I should not have heard as a 14-year-old, and like really weird toxic shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about these poor 13-year-olds that look 25, and I'm like, they should not be. And they'll be like, I'll see TikToks of like, I'm a 14-year-old girl and this is what I wear to school today. It's them in these little fucking like crop tops and shit. And like, I want to say that I'm not saying 14-year-olds shouldn't be wearing crop tops, because I think that girls should wear whatever the fuck they want, but I do not think videos of them hopping and bopping around in their little cute outfits should be shown to 67-year-olds on the internet if they want to see it. Like, no. And these girls are getting millions of fucking views, and I promise you 99% are old men, middle-aged men. Like, that should not be allowed.
Agreed. That's
They should be allowed to post whatever they want, but men should not be allowed to see it.
Agreed. Also, TikTok knows how old you are.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way they don't have like
And they allow people of all ages, don't they?
They do. I think
That's hella weird.
It's supposed to be like under 13, or you have to be over 13. But
13 is fucking young.
That's way too young.
You should not be 13. You should no, I'm sorry. You should not be a older person looking at a 13-year-old's account.
True.
Like, maybe if they're, sure, 13-year-olds can have it, but the only people that should be allowed to view your page are other 13-year-olds.
Well, that's what I'm saying by TikTok knows everyone's age. Yeah, give the kids account. Like, make TikTok for kids.
Mm-hmm. And then TikTok for adults.
Yeah, keep it separate.
Yeah, I should not be able to look at a 13-year-old's TikToks.
Agreed.
That's really gross. And it's like kind of like, it's sickening because I'll see it and I'll want to watch it. I'll want to see this 13-year-old. And I'm like, I am not like attracted to this. Like, I'm not like but this is like, it's interesting to like see what 13-year-olds are wearing and doing. But then I'm like, holy shit, am I the fucking creep now? Like, am I the gross fucking person? Even though I was shown this, I didn't even search for it. It just went on my page and now I'm watching it and now I hate myself. Like, what is going on here? Like, why is this not regulated more?
Facts.
It's very strange.
It is very strange. The reason I got off TikTok was a little different. I was afraid of like what they were. I'm such a conspiracy theorist. Stop. Oh
you with your tinfoil hat.
With the tinfoil hat.
Where is the tinfoil hat? I haven't seen it in a minute.
I know.
You embarrassed?
No, not at all. I'm kind of. I'm back to the drawing board with that performance.
It was a performance piece?
It was a performance.
Oh.
Or it's gonna be it was like the experiment for the performance. The experiment went well because the most interesting part was like the interactions I had with people. So it led me to like, I'm gonna try and develop the personality more of like the conspiracy theorist, because like I'm not really a conspiracy theorist, but I think it's an interesting archetype. And so I'm gonna work with it.
There's
more.
a lot of different types of conspiracy, like which
sure.
like the ones where like.
Well, that's the thing. I have to figure out what I want to say with it.
Which conspiracies are you thinking are real?
I think that there are like there's a class of rich aristocrats that run our government. I think we live in an oligarchy. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Is that a conspiracy theory?
Well, some people think it's a democracy. But
oh right, yeah, no, for sure not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Also, capitalism.
Crazier.
Oh, okay. Well, some people think it's crazy.
Okay, I think that's normal.
Okay.
I also think like the fucking radio waves are going through our head at all.
Yes, yeah. Time. So hence
protecting against that is cool.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like metal low-key like attracts it. Not
possibly
degrades it.
Possibly
degrades. I don't think that's a word.
I've heard that for lightning. People said if it starts lightning, take that shit off. So yeah, but
that's a funny picture in my mind.
Yeah, but it would keep me dry from the rain. So I'm not really sure about that one.
I don't know if it keep you that dry. I think your ears were still sticking out of it.
Maybe, possibly. But anyway, TikTok I think was trying to implant ideas into my goddamn head, or like.
I mean, yeah.
With the order of the algorithm. Like, dude, you're giving me videos and I'm subliminally taking them in.
It is so fucked up. I was doing my laundry today and all I was thinking about were the voices of this couple that I, like, heard once. Like, he was rating her fucking outfits and I just hear him going, oh, yeah, like, that's a fucking 10. Like, all these things. The whole fucking time I'm doing laundry and I'm like, I'm literally being brainwashed.
Yes. Dude, I was thinking about...
And it's crazy because it's like they're brainwashing me with other people that they're brainwashing. Like, it's this whole cycle. It's fucking weird. Oh, it's sickening, dude. It's sickening. I used to have, like, intellectual thoughts. Now I'm just like, oh, yeah, 10 out of 10, man. Like, it's nothing. Like,
what happened to my brain? Honestly, what happened to my brain?
Rot.
And art school did not help. School did not help at all.
I don't know. I feel mixed about it. I am definitely a conspiracy theorist that thinks that school, like, college is a scam.
Oh, for sure.
But which is interesting because I love watching those videos that are like 1 liberal versus 20 conservative, you know, like those.
Yeah.
Or like I watched one the other day that was like the Charlie something. He's like this really, really articulate Trump supporter.
Oh, interesting.
He's like so articulate and like really convincing. It's scary.
That is
scary. It's scary. And it's him versus like 50 woke college students, like liberal college students. And there's this one guy named like fucking, what's his name? Like Trevor or something. He's so good at talking back to this guy. I digress. Anyway, he's one of the he how it works is that he'll like say a sentence that is his belief, you know, like he.
And then you like propose a rebuttal.
And then like the students have to like run up to the stage and try to like rebut him, you know, whatever. And one of the things he said was, college is a scam. And I was like, wait, I believe that.
Yeah.
Does that mean that
I'm not a Trump
supporter, but that's like a Trump belief. The college is a scam. apparently, according to this guy. And it made me think, like, huh? I don't know what I thought, but I was like, that's interesting.
Like, even if that is a belief of Trump supporters, I don't think Trump would get in office and help us in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, no, of course not.
Trump is not going to help this.
I'm not a Trump supporter.
No,
not even in the slightest bit. I believe that all of the government is fucked up.
Yeah, fuck the government. Yeah,
fuck the government, but...
And fuck that pig.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I've been really into singing.
And him, I've been looking at all his videos of being like, me and Diddy used to always hang out. And I'm like... Ugh.
Actually,
Diddy's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy. Yeah.
Do you see how many dildos they got in his apartment?
No, but I heard that he had 100 bottles of baby oil.
Oh my god, like more. It was like they were like all a gallon too. They were all a gallon. Yeah.
So scary, dude.
So nasty.
So scary. I saw his video with like young Justin Bieber.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's like, this 7-year-old boy is going to be my boy for the day. I don't know. I really hope that it's like all the media spinning things and that's not true. But it probably is true.
Yeah.
We'd never know, though. You never know. You never know. I don't really believe a lot of that shit. You been getting into singing?
I go like this now.
Yeah? I love singing. Singing is so fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
So fun. It makes everything just better.
It does. I'm being less afraid of my voice. Guys, you don't have to have a good voice to sing. Just sing.
Just sing.
Whoa, that was beautiful. I love. Did you do your homework for this week? Uh-oh.
Did you?
Uh-oh.
Did you?
Of course I did. Did you?
I didn't.
Oh,
I
shit.
completely forgot.
Wow, that's okay. That's okay.
Shit. Should you go over your list or should we wait and we do it next week?
We can wait. We can totally wait.
No, I'm not going to ask you how many things are on the list because that's the...
I did 5.
Evan.
What's up?
Remember what the game was?
What's the game?
Whoever has more on the list buys the other person coffee.
Well, I win. I will be taking a Red Bull. I will be taking a Red Bull.
5 is not even that many. All you could think of was 5 things you like about yourself.
But they're good things.
Let's hear them.
Really? You don't want to wait for yours?
Do you want to?
Unless you want to hear.
Well, I'm going to come up with many more than 5. I already know that.
Okay, maybe
I can come up with 5 right now that I like about myself.
Okay, perfect.
You're like, well, fuck you then.
So, okay.
Wait, so are we going to go over them or are we going to wait?
Do you want to?
Do you want to?
I have them right here, yeah.
Okay.
Sure we can.
Okay.
Wait, so also this feels weird. This feels narcissistic.
No.
Talking about myself on a podcast
that's
myself.
an important point. That's an important point to make. So let's clear this up for the listeners. Loving yourself is not narcissistic. If loving yourself is narcissistic, be a fucking narcissist. Because you're the only one you have in this life, and there is no Calgary. Is that the right word? Cavalry?
Yeah, cavalry.
There's no cavalry. No one is going to fucking save you. You are the only one that can save yourself. Community is a thing. People love you. But at the end of the day, it's you. And you better fucking love the body you're in, the mind you're in, the person in front of you. And yeah, maybe you can't love every single thing about yourself.
But choose one, my guy.
And, see yourself as the flawed person that you are, not the perfect person, because then you're always going to be disappointed when you show up short to that position. See yourself as the flawed, beautiful person that you are, because your flaws make you beautiful, even though I know that sounds fucking stupid, but it's so fucking true. And learning more about your flaws, learning more about really who you are, gets you closer to loving exactly who you are. And it's a lifelong journey, but anyone that tells you that talking well about yourself, talking love to yourself, treating yourself, taking care of yourself is narcissistic, fuck that person. They're on their own journey bus. They're on their own struggle bus right now. They're struggling to love themselves. Send them love and send yourself a little bit more.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That was really amazing.
Yeah. And you gotta fucking love yourself, man.
Yeah.
You either love yourself or you die. Like, what's the other choice?
Facts. And
fucking
you're right.
hate yourself, go around just hating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Your life is gonna fucking suck.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I've hated myself for most of my fucking life. But I'd be on a loving myself journey right now. And fuck, that shit is fucking hard. And anyone that's showing up to this world loving themselves, I applaud you, because that shit is, no joke, that is hard as fuck.
Real, that's real.
Because the world is going to put so much shit on you to hate yourself and to try to make yourself better through capitalism and buying things and bettering yourself in the beauty industry and like you're never good enough and all this bullshit is spewed at you to make you buy more shit and never feel good enough, but you know what? You were always fucking good enough.
Yeah.
This world was just not built for us.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was, but then they cleared it and they built a concrete world.
You think the world was built for us?
I think the trees and the animals and the fruits were.
I think all that shit is for them. Not
Well,
for
yeah,
us.
no, you're right.
The
It's
world
for
was
them,
built for like animals and trees, not for
which
humans.
we are an animal and a tree.
I suppose.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I suppose. I have to think about that more.
I think we were meant to be one with the world. I don't think the world was meant for us, but we were meant to be in the world.
The world was meant for no humans.
Really?
I don't know, man. I'm like, the humans are just unnatural. Like, I don't know. There's something freaky about the human race.
That's true.
I don't know.
We're too good.
I don't know.
Where'd this come from? We're too... No, not like...
We're
not
too
like
advanced.
Good. Yeah,
we're
advanced.
like too advanced.
Yeah.
Like, I think we need to go a little bit back and like be a little bit more wild, be a little bit more like... We're too tame. We're like the sheep mentality is like not what we're meant for.
Well, we're just
we
stupid.
just need to be wild. Well, we're wild animals, which are naturally flawed and naturally not. We were told that we're the most advanced species, which makes everyone think that we are the most advanced species that could exist, like that we know everything. But it's like no, you're just the most advanced species thus far. Like you're just a little bit more than an ape. Like we're still wild animals, and like I feel like we need to be leaning into our like wildness a lot more.
I agree. I don't like being civilized.
No, we are like a very uncivilized species living in a civilized world, and it's fucking weird, and it's what all our mental health fucking issues are about. Not being able to like fit into this fucking weird ass shit that like we're apparently supposed to fit into, and that's why all these drugs are just numbing us so that we can just like be a zombie and get on with our days.
And just
I think I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Fit in your box. No, that was nothing in there
For
sounded
real.
insane. That was
Yeah.
very on point.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I want to hear your list.
Should I? Okay.
And say them slowly.
This is my list. Okay. Things I like about me. This is so corny and cringy.
No, it's not.
I make an effort.
That's always the first thing I think of when I think of why I love myself. I try. I think that's beautiful.
It's not easy to do. And not everybody does it.
No, it's not.
My other one is part B to that. I try to be kind. Because that's also not easy at all.
Dude, being kind is actually one of the hardest things ever.
Oh, it's very difficult.
So difficult. We're also stuck in our own... It's not that it's easy to be mean, but it's like, it's just like really hard to like think about others.
It takes effort to reach out.
Yeah. And like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I exercise restraint.
Is that why you're a virgin?
I think so. I think it's one of them. There's a lot of factors there.
You exercise restraint.
I exercise
Speak more
restraint.
on that. What does that mean? What are you not doing that you want to do?
It depends on the situation, but
Okay.
I think like restraint is a large part of what discipline is. Like, I think a lot of people love adding more. Like, I don't know, something about
Restraint.
restraint has always been a big thing to me. Like self-control.
Control.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a lot more important than a lot of people give it credit for. Like being able to sit still and quiet when someone's saying something stupid, or being able to like not do something.
Is it the same as like staying calm?
Stay calm, or if you want to punch somebody and you're not punching them, like that's a good.
Staying calm.
Sure.
Isn't that the same? Well, because I'm a little bit. I love that. I think that's beautiful, and I think it makes a lot of sense for you. I think that there's something to be said in general about having a lot of control being a good thing. Because I think that at least a lesson I've learned in life is the need to surrender always and to like allow, and trying to control everything never really works, and it just leaves you angry, or leaves me angry and feeling like totally hopeless, and then I hear you saying, well, I'm not trying to control the world, I'm trying to control myself. But it's like it leads back to like I am a wild animal. I cannot be controlled. You're trying to civilize yourself. Like you're
100%.
like you're like, I'm not going to fit into the world's box, but I'm going to fit into my own box that I've created for myself.
Yeah.
And I think that I think that you should just, like, I'm not saying, oh, that's not something you should be proud of, but I'm saying I think that there's more expansion that could happen in that thought.
I think so too, but I also think with my demographic, it's like being able to...
Like a white man?
Yeah, being able to sit quietly in a room and let other people speak. Some people that look like me have a hard time doing that.
I fully agree, and I fully agree that staying calm and letting other people speak is a beautiful trait.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
There's pros and cons to everything, you know?
Yeah, I just, the whole idea of, like, self-control is a little bit, is a bit odd to me in general. Just in general. Because I'm like, what, like, this tiny little brain of ours is, like, trying to control this, like, insane beast of a person that I am.
Yeah.
Like, my brain is not big enough or smart enough to control, like, the fucking soul that is inside of me.
Honestly.
Like, so, like, me trying to control myself, it's like, it's a race with no fucking end, you know? Like, but being able to just, like, stay calm and peaceful and check myself and breathe, that's a different thing to me.
Mm-hmm. I have, like, a
Control
delegation
feels like a lot of rules.
in my head.
Is there, like,
there are a
rules?
lot of rules in my head.
See, to me, that doesn't work for
To me, there's so much math that needs to happen before every action.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. I would literally, like, jump off a bridge if that was my mind. Like, I cannot.
But that's why I think I'm an
a
artist.
rule breaker. Like, I
Yeah.
literally live to break rules.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot have fucking rules for myself, or I will break them always and then have so much shame that I'm breaking the rules and just hate myself.
Oh, I do that too, though. I
Yeah.
do that too. I have a lot of self-shame because of my
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to smoke weed today. And then I smoke weed today. And then I'm like, I'm a fucking piece of shit because I didn't stick to the rule. And then it's like, well, honey, why don't you just not give yourself a rule and, like, let yourself do what you want to do? And then I do that, and then I feel great.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, there are spaces in my life where I'll definitely...
I think it's a medium. I think
there
that
is a
control is
medium.
good in some areas, and then you have to allow yourself to, like, release control.
Everything is good in moderation,
Yes.
for sure.
Okay. Number 3 on the list. Let's hear it.
I think that was number 3.
Okay. Me, like, negating every single thing you like about yourself.
I love it.
No.
Wait, also, this is the last one. I thought there was 5. There's only 4. But
I hope that you come up with more for next week.
yes, ma'am. I like that I'm making a dope-ass podcast where I'm teaching myself and others not to feel shame about a lack of experience.
Oh my god! The last one is the podcast! The love is so real, guys. That is so fucking beautiful.
The love is real. The love is
I
real.
love that so much. It's so awesome to be working on something with someone that loves it as much as you.
Yeah.
Like, what a fucking blessing.
Fuck yeah.
Imagine if one of us was really into it and the other one wasn't.
Well, like
That would suck.
That
I'm
would
so
suck.
into the pod.
I know. I'm so into the pod.
I know, so it's fucking amazing.
It is fucking
Ah!
awesome. Yeah.
Ah!
Now all we need is listeners to be excited too.
I know, they better like it.
They better.
It's
Oh
gonna
my
be really
goodness.
weird if they don't, because we like it so much.
How could they not?
You know,
How
I
could
don't
they
know.
not? Yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's a beautiful list. And I also, there's this really awesome, there's this book that I don't know if you'd benefit from. It's called The Pussy Reclamation.
Ooh.
And it's, like, all about reclaiming the word pussy and, like, just, like, women empowerment and stuff. It's really awesome. And she talks about the importance of bragging.
Huh.
And how, like, women are often told that bragging is a bad thing, and, like, being in love with yourself and speaking highly of yourself is, like, super narcissistic. Like, it's viewed in the world as super narcissistic. You're very full of yourself is a term that I've been told I am so many times in a negative way. Your self-esteem is too high. I'm like, those are all fucking compliments. The fuck? You know, we should be lifting women up, lifting people up, and saying you should be proud of yourself for accomplishments.
Huh.
Like, yeah, maybe don't dominate the conversation by just talking about yourself, but there should be, in all relationships, a safe space to talk highly about what's going well in your life. Because we live in a society that there isn't that space, we are constantly striving for more in everything, never thinking that what we're doing is enough. Every success that we have just leads to the next mountain to fucking climb. Like, we are never celebrating our successes in this life. We're never celebrating, oh wow, I just went through a huge depression period and, like, now I'm doing a lot better. Like, that is, you don't talk about that. You don't even talk about, like, oh, I like my outfit today, because that's, like, so self-centered. You know, no one, like, from something really small to something really big like that, like, you're just not supposed to talk about it, especially women, because it's seen as impolite. And there needs to be bragging in our culture in safe spaces. And she has like exercises throughout the book that you're supposed to do. And whenever I get together with my friends, I try to set aside time for each of us to brag about things that are going well in our life. And then after you say it, we clap. And it's like really, really special. And I highly encourage everyone to do it.
Wait, can you brag for a minute?
Yeah, I'll brag. Okay, well, we have this fucking awesome podcast.
Ayo!
Oh, and here's the thing. You're also, while you're bragging, you're not allowed to do the shit that women always do of like, well, it's not that good, but like, or like, I don't really like, no. Only what's going well.
Yep.
You're not allowed to be like, well, I'm usually really fat, but this week I'm ugly. Like, no. Okay, so I'm going to brag. So we have this fucking awesome podcast.
Heyo!
I had a really awesome show last night.
Damn straight.
I got everything done that I needed to get done for the show. I'm doing really well in general in life right now. Probably better than I've ever done in my entire life.
Whoa!
I'm really on the up.
Let's go.
Of my life. I have more faith in my life than I ever have of that things are going to work themselves out and that I'm on the right path. I was about to be like, things aren't going that well, but not gonna go.
No.
There's just really like I feel a sense of hope and happiness and like lightness that I've never felt before.
I'm so happy to hear
And
that.
it's really, really amazing, and I'm really happy.
Oh, I'm so excited! Yay!
Thank you.
Awesome.
You can go now.
I already bragged.
We can do it again.
We did mine.
You can do it again.
Do I need like a new thing to brag about?
Well, those are things you love about yourself. I don't think that I haven't done that yet. I'll read mine next week.
Okay, bet. Okay, I'll brag about
You've been doing your homework assignments and you asked someone out.
Oh, but that's true.
We need to talk about it.
I know, we do need to talk about it. But it has been an hour.
Okay. Well,
I'll brag about myself by saying I'm trying this year,
yes.
people. I'm making an effort. Also, I'm making cool stuff.
Yeah.
If you are not feeling good about yourself, make cool stuff, and then you'll feel better about yourself.
Yeah. I have really not been making anything cool this whole year. I have like not been making art at all. No. Like I really haven't. I've never made so little art in my life, my entire life, but I've never felt so good in my entire life.
We have 7 episodes of gold.
Yeah, but I have I'm not making any visual art. Like my visual art practice is like non-existent right now. Like
sometimes those breaks are worth it.
Like I have nothing to give to Meg's class next week. Like nothing.
But like who does?
I'm just gonna use something old, I think.
Smart.
Thank you.
Do it.
Okay, this was amazing, guys. I hope you liked it.
Thank you for joining us.
All of our spills.
Facts.
You're
good enough. You're wonderful.
You're good enough. You're wonderful.
Brag a little bit.
I hope that you brag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, brag to people that are able to receive it and clap for you. Don't be bragging to bitches that are going to be intimidated by it and make you feel bad and then make you shame yourself, because hella people will, and it's not their fault. Society has trained us to not allow people to feel good about themselves because it fuels our capitalist fucking society.
It's not a competition.
Mic drop on God. Love yourself. You're good enough. We love you.
Love you guys. See you soon. Lana and a virgin.